everyone, it's Anik again. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the 12th update of my Pan Those eyeshadows, but it's the 13th month that I've been doing this project. So I started last summer. I watched a bunch of Pan Those eyeshadows and similar videos and projects about panning eyeshadow, and I got really excited. I thought the whole like roulette deal of selecting eyeshadows was really a fun idea, and I just couldn't wait for the end of the year to hop into it. So I hopped in August of last year, and I'm still in the project. I'm going to continue it through the end of December and do like an 18th month. I think that's math, 18 months. I don't know. I'm going to finish it through December and just keep going. And then I might start anew and just add the eyeshadows that I've received recently. I do have a couple new eyeshadow palettes that I have. I'm not adding them to the project because they're so new, and I don't want to have to like feel obligated to rush through a palette that I bought that I want to enjoy. But I probably will add them for next year's Pan Those eyeshadows, and I'm going to do like 12 months that year. For next year I'm going to start in January. But for right now, I'm going to just continue the one that I've been doing since last summer and finish it through December. So if you want to see the progress I had in the month of August, just keep watching. Alright, so I have almost dropped everything. I have 6 eyeshadows in this project. I wanted to do like a roulette of 6. So I have 3 that I hit pan on in the month of August. Let me get my little notebook. Alright, so let's go in the order that I hit pan. I didn't hit pan on anything until like toward the end of the month, but I still hit pan, so yeah, let's go. This palette has been in this project multiple times. It's the Wonderlust palette from Profusion Cosmetics. I really do enjoy their powder products. I've used a couple of their lip glosses. Oh, I broke this. I've used a couple of like their lipsticks and lip glosses in the past, and I don't like them as much, but their powder products are amazing. So this is one that I picked up a year or so ago. Here you go. I think it's actually coming close to 2 years. And this shadow that was in this project, the lid I broke, so I'm trying to be really careful, was the shade Statement. Oh, there it goes again. I have the whole lid just fell off. Okay. And I got eyeshadow on me. Great. But I guess this makes it easier. So it was Statement, the shade right here. And I used that a total of 11 times in this project, and I finally hit pan on August 23rd, which was really exciting. I did use it a couple times afterwards. When I hit pan, it was like a very tiny little bit of pan. But I did use it a couple more times, and it widened up that pan. But 11 uses before I hit pan on that one. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you just so you can kind of see. Trying to like juggle the palettes on my lap as well as the broken lid now, but there we go. It's a nice transition shade. I need to get this light a little bit better, but there you go. What is that? Oh, that's foundation. I need to wash my hands. So back. Take the whole lid off again. So the shade Statement, I'll go ahead and give you another little, there you go, and swatch. I really like that shade. I've used it a lot, and then after I hit pan, I obviously like went back in and used it a couple more times. So it's a shade I think is very useful. Okay, so the next shadow that I hit pan on came from the Zodiac palette from Caffeine Lights and ColourPop. I used this a total of 8 times in this project, and I hit pan on August 28th. It's a little difficult to see because the shadow is so reflective, and then the pan of course, but oh, actually in the camera you can see it a lot better than in person. But there you go. And I used this all over my lid. I used it as a liner. I actually was using it as a liner when I hit pan, but let me go ahead and swatch that. Very pretty reflective gold. The shimmers from ColourPop are just amazing. But there you go. Very, very pretty. And that is the one from the Zodiac palette. I actually was really excited to have this back in this project because last time I had the, the Pisces, which It's a very beautiful shade, but it did get all over the place. There's, I think, more glitter in that shadow than anything, but it is really pretty, and I did enjoy using it, but it was a little messy. So the Gemini was great, and Gemini is my sign, so I was really excited to get to use that a little bit more. The third shadow that I hit pan on came from my BH Cosmetics Love in London palette. This is one of my favorite palettes to use, like when I want to feel like a little fancy, and it's not an expensive palette at all. I'm pretty sure I picked it up for like $15 or $16 on Ulta, and I have seen the BH Cosmetics palettes go on sale. It's like 50% off sometimes on Ulta's website. I did hit pan on the shade Prestige, which is a beautiful like chrome shade. You can see the big pan right there. Oh, and I just made it smaller while I was swatching. But here is the shade. It's very pretty. It's like hints of brown in it, like in purple, I want to say, like when you get really close. But it's gorgeous, and I love the shimmers from this palette. Just because I love to share this palette because I think it's such a cool find. This is one of the shades, this blue. Running out of room. But look how gorgeous that is. So pretty. If you see this and you really love some of these deeper shimmers, definitely pick this up. So I hit pan on Prestige after 7 uses on August 30th, so almost right there at the end of the month. But I did hit pan on 3, even though it was pushing it toward the end. I did hit pan, and I'm really excited about that. It's nice to see some of the progress happen. But there are 3 shadows that I did not hit pan on, and I will show you those right now. Alright, so one of the shadows that I did not hit pan on came from the Tarte High Performance Naturals Holiday Palette from last year. It's a really cool palette. It comes in a box. You have a pop-up mirror. There are 4 of these little mini, ooh, I just put my nail through that. There are 4 of these little mini palettes that you can travel with, and it's magnetized. And it comes with this little thing with a little mirror. You can travel. It's really great. I think it's a really clever kind of palette to have. And you can swap them out. They're really pretty shades in there. And the one that I had for this time around was this one right in the center, Luxe. Now I don't have a lot of progress on it, but these pans are pretty deep. But this is a really pretty shade. I'm gonna hold it back because my lighting's not the greatest. But it's a very pretty mauve-y shade, and I really, really like that. It kind of gives a bruised effect, and I don't know why I enjoy that look. It's weird, but I do like the kind of bruised look over the eyes. I'm crazy. So I did use Luxe a total of 5 times in this project. I brought it right over my knuckles. I'm trying to fit all 6 shadows just right here on my hand. But I don't know if it's because my fingers are super fat or I just swatch really big, but I always have to do one shade across the top. So I'm trying to get as close to the knuckles. We'll see if it works out this time. I don't know. I've done this 12 times. You'd think I'd figure it out. So the next 2 shadows come from the same palette, and it's the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. This one I had just finished a shadow in, and then the very next roulette, 2 more. I was like, you know what? 2 more. But they're both really pretty shades, and I really enjoyed using the orange some more. So the shades in this palette were Suck and Bubblegum. This is really pretty pink and orange. I used Suck a total of 5 times in this project for this past month, and I've only used Bubblegum once for a total of 2 times in this whole project. But here is the shade Suck. Oh, I did it again. Look how big I swatched that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to clean that. That is Suck. And we're going to go in for Bubblegum. It's really pretty pink. Try not to be obnoxious when I swatch it. But there you go. So those are the 3 shades that are going to be rolling into the month of September. And I'm going to grab my phone and we are going to roll in some new shades. Okay, so I have all the shadows that are going to be in this project in an Excel sheet. I do have less shadows than I did before because I did get rid of a couple of palettes. I sanitized one of them, gave it to a friend. One was just starting to get really icky. The Beauty Stars, Perfusion Beauty Stars whatever that was called. But I did depot a couple of those shadows, and I kept the ones that I felt were still like pretty good, and I just got rid of the rest because I did have it for a while and it was starting to get a little grody, so don't want that near my eyes. But the rest of the shadows are here in the Excel. So I do have 311 shadows here on my Excel sheet. I have more shadows than this. I've gotten a couple palettes from BoxyCharm. I ordered one from Ulta. Actually, it was like a free gift from Ulta when I ordered my hair dye, actually. And I do have my Natasha Denona palette that I did not want to put in here, and like, I want to enjoy those palettes for a little bit. They will probably be in for... They're going to be in for my 2020 Panless eyeshadows, but for right now I just want to like enjoy them and finish this project with the shadows I already had. Also, these shadows need some love before they might get a little too old. I know a couple are getting really close, so I just want to like make sure I'm using these, and if we're using them in this project, they're going to get some use, right? And then I have the Pretty Random app, which I've already put like the components in, so it always starts on 49 for some reason, but there you have. I have 1 through 311. So I'm just going to hit that guy 3 times and we're going to see what we get. Okay, there you go. 268, 194, and 148. So I switched over to my Excel sheet and I'm just going to start with 268 since I'm closer to the bottom. And it comes from the Opposites Attract palette from e.l.f. and it's the shade e.l.f. palette. I haven't really dipped into this. I did a couple times when I first got it, but I haven't really used it since. But the shade Calm is this like pretty like bluish gray shade. It's actually really pretty. I actually like it with that pink. It's almost like lavender when it's next to that pink. Very pretty. Okay, and then we're going to scroll up to 194. So 194 comes from the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. It's really wanting me to just like pan this whole palette, but it's the shade Wow. So here we go. 3 shadows from this same palette. I'm kind of dumb because I searched this whole palette trying to find the shade Wow, and it's literally sandwiched between the 2 shades that are already in this palette. It's this yellow one right here. I was like, where is it? Like looking all over, but here you go. And that's what it looks like swatched, and I'm probably gonna have to go like down here on my wrist for the next one. That looks very Easter, those last 3 shades. And then the last shadow is 148, so it's definitely not in the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, but it's going to be... Oh, it's a single shadow, and it's from Target Beauty. Alright, so like I was talking about before, about Target having their like little holiday things, I actually picked up one of these. It was a 8-pack of single shadows, and this is one of the ones I kept, and I've used this a lot. It kind of compares to one of the shimmers in my Morphe palette, but here's what it looks like, and there's a lot in here, so but it's a very pretty shimmer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go across the bottom. But that's what it looks like. It's very pretty. I'm actually kind of excited because I haven't used some of my single shadows in a while, so it's kind of cool that this was rolled. Yeah, so that is my color story for the month of September. It's kind of like mixed seasons here. Not very like start of fall, but it finally got under like 80 degrees in Texas. It was like 107 one day. It's insane. But we had a cold front come in, which was like glorious. And we kind of joked like it was a 90-degree cold front, but like this morning we woke up and it was like 61 degrees outside. So good. But I think these two would be really good for fall. Orange, of course, is like a fall color. And then this calm shade from e.l.f. might be able to create some fall looks. I'm a little worried about the pink and the yellow. But I do like these two next to each other. And then like the purple, like it looks grayish blue in the pan, but like swatched it looks more lavender. So I like those two together with the yellow and then the pink and that lavendery bluish gray shade. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you are making any panning videos your own, also comment those below so that I can check them out because they're my favorite videos to watch, and I will see y'all next time.